If you like the video, please consider supporting James Corp on Patreon. Hello everyone! We're back part 2. With Cameron, figuring out... I'll just die. But Cameron actually figured out how many raises he got. So, could everyone just tell me how many raises they got? Just for the audience to know now.
Well, Muddy got 5 raises with no bonus dice.
Okay.
I got 1 with 2 extras.
Okay.
I got 4 with 2 extras, so we're all pretty screwed.
We did.
All right.
Skill reference.
Kitty.
Okay. So we'll start with Marie. So let me set the scene. So obviously sitting at the bottom of the ocean floor. There's a kitty fight. Sitting at the bottom of the ocean is this wreck of the ship. It's blackened hull, obviously giving away signs that there was possibly a fire. Stuff, like plants,
seaweed?
sort of like, is it seaweed? Yeah, like seaweed, sort of like is rising up all around the ship, and there seems to be like shores of fishes.
Okay. I'm going to.
It's just a standard ship, so
Yeah.
It's got I think two or three masts. It's got the poop deck. It's got the quarters on the back of the ship. Whether it's the not the helmsman, navigator's mat, sort of where they would Sometimes in films it's used to. In fact, this is like the film. This isn't real world. So that's like the captain's quarters. And what do you want to do?
So I am. Oh,
I was gonna say, what are our obstacles? Like races.
So with dramatic sequences, I don't. I bring them as they come along. So you spend raises as they come along.
Okay. So I've got notice as my skill.
Yep.
So I have to phrase this properly. Marie is going to take a nice big fat gulp of air. How far away are we from the wreck?
Not far.
Okay. So Marie will take a nice big gulp of the slightly stale air in the diving bell because we've been in it for a bit, and is going to swim closer to the wreck to try and look for more. Like, she's going to swim closer so that she can see if there's been any cannon.
Okay, spend a raise then, please.
Yep, that is the raise spent.
Okay. You don't find any telltale signs of cannonball fire.
Okay, so it didn't fire.
Side job. Boom, boom, boom.
Just because they didn't fire cannibals doesn't mean they didn't get boarded. I mean, we boarded the other guy's ship and we didn't fire our cannons.
Right. So, it's going to go first. So the shipwreck is going to go first, okay? It's got treacherous, so I'm going to spend 1 raise. What are you doing? Stop it. I'm going to spend 1 raise. I'm going to generate a hazard. Oxygen. You got... So this will happen on turn 0. Fuck, I haven't got one. I'm going to have to do that. I'll grab that out. Can I flip it over? Okay. So on when we get down to 0 raises, everyone will need to spend. You all need to spend, not individually, but as a group, you need to spend at least 5 raises, or you all take a dramatic wound from oxygen depletion, including diving bell person.
That is a lot of raises.
But between the lot of you, though, so 2 from one, 3 from another, maybe 1 from Marie, 2 from each.
I've only got 1 to spend.
So 1 from you, 2 from the other 2, maybe. I mean, if you got,
We each
I
have
mean-
4, Cameron. So
yeah. Don't worry, Bree, you're helping.
Yeah, I guess that's what we'll do. 2.
Yep, I can live with that.
I've spelled treacherous wrong. For fuck's sake. Right. So that's that. Siobhán. Well, it's Siobhán and Marie at the same time. So whoever wants to go first.
Siobhán can go first. I'm fine with that.
What is the location of the chest that has the shinies in it
Direct.
versus cabin?
So the cabin is over. The chest is directly below the ship. What was your approach again?
My approach was to attempt to get both. I want
Okay.
information. I want in the cabin, but I always want treasure.
Okay.
Kitty, give me good luck, Kitty. Okay. Assuming that it would be better to grab the stuff from the chest afterwards, because why swim with stuff in your hands if you don't have to? Siobhán is going to head for the captain's cabin to see if she can recover anything from in there.
Okay, what was your skills that you used again?
Wits and notice.
Okay. All right. Spend a raise then for me, please, as you get into the cabin.
Okay.
Okay. In the cabin, it looks like obviously everything's burnt. Everything's damaged by a lot of it's been damaged by fire of some sort. And there's a distinct lack of bodies, but there is a chest. I like chests. It's like a chest that's on the floor, that's sort of behind the door, I guess, that you would go in through.
Size?
It's not locked, but yeah, it's just a large seeming like a trunk. It's like a trunk.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what's inside of it?
There are a couple of books. and some parchment.
Well, they'd be pretty much just a soggy mess, wouldn't they?
There'd be waterlogged, yes.
But nothing a few days of sticking them out in the sun can't help.
All right, I guess Siobhán will. Is that the only thing of interest in the cabin, other than like the last few bodies?
The rest is burnt.
Okay, so she'll grab those and then.
Yeah, the only reason they're not damaged is because the trunk was closed.
Okay.
Okay. You spent your raise, didn't you?
Yep.
I have to keep doing this. It's really annoying me. Marie.
So if seeing that Siobhán has gone into the captain's quarters and can be trusted, genuinely to actually be looking for something important, Marie is going to try and look at how the ship has been damaged from the fire and see if the start of the fire, if the starting point of the fire in the wreckage, on the wreckage, coincides with the place where it could have happened by accident, i.e.
Spend a raise, please.
Yeah. So, yeah, I will spend a raise for that as soon as my computer likes me. There we go. So negative raises down by 1. There we go.
Okay, the fire appears to have started in the middle of the ship on the poop deck.
That's not where it's meant. That's interesting. And it looks like, does it look like that it may have been an accidental fire, or is this like someone deliberately did this? Like, is there no clear indication that there was something to accidentally catch fire on the deck and that caused the ship to sink? Or is it a case of someone literally took a burning torch and chucked it into the middle of the poop deck?
Sorry, what?
Does it look like someone? Does it look like someone deliberately started it? Does it look like there was? Was there anything there to accidentally catch fire to begin with?
What? You tell me. Right, as a ship captain.
Well, if I've got
how much stuff do you put it right near the mast?
Not an awful lot.
Nothing.
So.
It all goes. If you've got anything, any cargo will go in the hold. There you go.
Yes. Okay. So this was deliberate.
What's I supposed to do with these then? Okay. Alright, I may have got these a bit wrong, but okay.
Well, that's my turn. It's
alright. Siobhán?
Isn't it the hazard's turn?
I may have got the rules wrong for the hazards.
Okay.
Okay, so it's my turn again?
Yes, please.
I mean, Siobhán's basically got what she wanted, so I mean, she doesn't really want to swim around with the parchments and books in her hand because that's going to be dragging her down. That shit's heavy. So she'd probably head back towards the diving bell, stopping at the chest on the way back.
Okay, spend a raise for that.
I mean, she could explore the ship, but she really doesn't know what she's looking for, so gonna do what she does, grab the loot and get out.
Marie?
Okay. Judy would have told us what rank her husband was in the ship, right?
Captain, yep.
Oh, he was the captain. Okay, so so the quarters have been checked. I almost want to check the quarters again, just in case something was missed.
Okay.
But you're going to need at least one raise to get yourself back to the diving bell, and you need to save 2.
In
But
that
we don't-
case, yeah, in that case, Marie is going to turn around and start swimming back towards the diving bell at this point.
Okay, so sorry, meta question. Is there any reason we can't pull the diving bell back up, refresh the oxygen, and go back down?
Meta question, no. There isn't a reason why you can't take the diving bell back up and then put it back down. But, alright. It's all...
Kind of ruins the whole, like, this is an important thing, though. It's real life versus theatrics, so...
That's fair. I was just wondering.
Yeah.
Besides, don't worry, I've got a way of stopping it. Trust me.
Yeah.
Anyway,
And
you still
also-
got. You could still. There is still places you could look where you haven't looked.
I'm going to. You know what? I've got an idea how I can save those 2 points. I can use those 2 points to prevent oxygen damage. So I'm going to look for an opening that takes me down into the gun deck.
Okay.
And I'm going to look around the gun deck for any...
Well, there's a hole down. There's obviously the hole down into the hold.
Oh, yeah. Then I'll dive down into the hold and see what's what.
Okay, spend a raise, please.
Sure.
It looks like someone's. So when you go down, I mean, it's not mega dark. It is dark. It is a bit murky, but you can definitely tell there's. So the first thing you see is about a dozen or so bodies, sort of hanging against the ceiling of the of the poop deck. They appear to be in irons. Their bodies are all bloated and, you know, blue, and probably starting to become, you know, fish. Well, is fish food right now. And they all appear to be chained up.
How are they dressed?
As sailors, as naval, well, not officers, but naval workers, not
Enlisted,
workers.
yeah.
Enlisted, yeah.
Sailors.
Yeah,
Enlisted
sailors.
personnel.
And the other thing you notice as well is that there's some gashes in the bottom of the ship. Like someone's took a hatchet to the floor to open it up to the sea.
Do they scuttled it?
Where would they scuttle it?
James, I'd like to make a proposal.
Yeah?
I have 1 raise, but would you be willing to allow me to take a dramatic wound from not breathing and a dramatic wound from Porte in order to get the other 2 out without taking wounds so that they can explore longer?
Sure.
Theoretically, Siobhán's back in the diving bell now, so let's assume maybe Siobhán and Alain are having a little conversation about how we can continue to explore and what we're willing to sacrifice for such things. She would because Alain uses magic and she's seen it she would be potentially willing to suggest to Alain that there is a way she could get Alain to them if he was in her line of sight.
I mean, that's how it needs to happen. I need to save my raise. If this plan is gonna work, I need to use my raise in order to activate Porte.
Mm-hmm.
Because during a dramatic or action sequence, you have to spend a raise to activate Porte.
Yeah.
So my raise will be used activating Porte, and then I'll take 2 dramatic wounds in lieu of y'all taking dramatic wounds.
But I can take a lash to pull you to me.
I'm okay
So-
with that being the narrative reason that I'm next to you.
Yeah. I can't think, because otherwise you'd have to spend a raise to go into the water to come to us. If we weren't coming to you, spending a raise to come to you.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I'm cool with that.
He's been making us, metagame wise, he's been making, anytime we've left the diving bell and moved around, that's been a raise. So you don't have a raise to get to us.
Right.
To porte us all back to
I
the
was
ship.
sort of thinking that you guys might get back like last minute, because all I've got to do is touch you and I can pull you through.
Mostly Siobhán is thinking that there's a really good chance she's not going to be able to convince Marie to leave until Marie is
Valid.
literally passing out.
No, honestly, I'm totally okay with that narrative.
She remembers the whole dramatic, Titanic moment at the front of the ship.
Mm-hmm.
So she's thinking, I'm probably going to go get Marie.
So Siobhán and Marie again. You're on 2 raises each.
Well, here's what I was thinking, was that I was going to spend my 2 raises to claim that to prevent the damage by stating that there was a pocket of oxygen, an air bubble, and that's how Marie avoids.
Not really how I was going to have it work. I was going to be having it that, regardless if you get back to the bell is running out of oxygen, and that's why you would take 2 damage. 1 dramatic wound.
Okay.
That sort of was my logic behind it, because it's been a few minutes. It's been a few minutes. You've spent. It hasn't been like a few seconds. This has been a few minutes, probably no more than 5 minutes. I mean, some of you may be able to hold your breath for 5 minutes. I only know one person in existence that can hold their breath for 10 minutes, and that's Guybrush Threepwood. But
yeah, Siobhán and Alain, with their time sense, are going to know that the diving bell's oxygen, we need to be heading back basically now.
Yep.
And so I'm assuming that because we know Marie's not on board and we have to leave right now, that now we're figuring out, okay, how can Siobhán go get Marie, and that we can magic ourselves back to the ship, thereby avoiding the diving bell.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's a good plan. Let Marie keep exploring. You get to Marie, yank me to you, and then I pull you both through the
portal.
Through the thing. Before you leave the bell, Alain is going to tell you, in no uncertain terms, when we start walking, do not open your eyes and cover Marie's eyes until I can tell her not to open them.
Oh, Siobhán intends to knock Marie out, because that's pretty much the only way that they're going to get out.
Like, just as a reassurance, Alain will be like, opening your eyes means you're gone.
Good to know.
So what's happening, guys? What's happening? Siobhán?
Siobhán's headed down towards...
So what are you doing with the chest?
I picked up the stuff on the way back.
Yep, but what are you doing with it now? Because it's kind of a big object.
Leaving it with Alain.
Okay.
Oh.
They can bring the diving
if
bell
it's in the
up.
diving bell, it'll be fine.
Yeah.
All right.
We can use rope to secure it to the diving bell.
Okay, so tell me exactly what you're doing, Siobhán.
Well, we've secured... Alain and Siobhán have secured the treasure inside the diving bell so that it can be brought up along with the books.
Yeah.
Now Siobhán is leaving the diving bell, going back towards where I'm assuming Alain told her Marie went.
Okay. Right, so you head down into the hold.
Yeah.
You also encountered the floaty bodies. And then what?
I mean, she's gonna look around until her time sense tells her that they.
What are you looking for?
You have how
Remember
many
you-
hero points do you have?
Remember, you can generate opportunities and shit as well if you want to.
But we're out of
Oh, so-
raises.
No,
Well, no,
we're not though. I have 2,
Oh, okay.
and I don't. And I'm assuming I need 1 raise in order to do my lashes and my magic.
Hmm.
So, can I use my raise as like Siobhán coming to see Marie as basically creating an opportunity for Marie to have more time to explore? Like, can that work in the confines of the game?
Well, an opportunity is supposed to be something that you can generate something that I haven't thought of. Is that right?
Yeah.
Like a bit of
Or even,
information.
Have some in mind and just tell us how many raises it is to activate them.
Okay.
I mean, Siobhán has no in-character
Spend.
knowledge.
Okay. All right. You can generate. You can find some evidence.
Okay. So a raise for some
Mhm.
evidence?
Yep.
Okay. We'll go ahead and do that.
Okay. So you've generated some evidence. Marie.
So I was actually going to use Eagle Eye. I spend a hero point to activate Eagle Eye, which would mean that basically, because it's let me just show it. So the way I read it, the way I understand Eagle Eyes is I basically have like super perception if I want to.
That would have given you an extra dice for your roll, though.
Shit. Should have done that at the start. Should have done that at the start.
I know I
but
should have done.
Yeah. In that case, just claiming as the Eagle Eyes as a narrative thing. I would like to notice the evidence that the opportunity. I would like to take the opportunity and notice the evidence.
Okay.
So I'll deduct a raise. That's how it works, right? I deduct the raise to take the opportunity.
Yes, please.
Okay, so yep, there we go.
Okay.
Tell me what we find.
So they find. So in one of the people's hands, they've torn. They've got a torn shirt, overgarment shirt type thing. Purpley, bluish purple. You've seen the colour before. It's what the ATC use. Now, it's evidence in the sense that, it sets you into the right direction, but it's not really evidence that you could use, like...
It's circumstantial evidence.
Yeah, that's the word I was looking for.
We can't prove that this was the ATC, but basically it was the ATC.
But it tells us we're on the right track.
Yeah. These are all enlisted personnel, aren't they? So then
What?
it's all enlisted personnel. So yeah, I think. Yeah. Okay, that's my turn then.
Okay. Okay, Alain, Siobhán, and Marie all get to act.
I am gonna let. I think the order we ought to go is Marie, Siobhán, and then me last.
I agree.
Deal.
Basically, Marie's going to run out of oxygen and pass out. I'm going to swim over to Marie and pull Alain to us.
And then I'm gonna use my raise to activate Porte and drag them both into a.
But she's not gonna. Marie's not gonna pass out. It's only when we get down to zero raises. When we get down to zero, does the thing kick off? So she's not gonna pass out.
I would like to spend a hero point so that when Siobhán is pulling Marie into a spot on the ship where she can see me, Marie hits her head and gets knocked unconscious, if Cameron is willing to allow that.
I was thinking just along the lines of Siobhán just lets me know, cover your eyes.
How'd you do that
You're
underwater?
Sign language? You know, there's an international symbol for...
See, my thinking is that, is Marie going to willingly leave?
That, yeah. Go ahead and spend that hero point.
Okay, if you're good with it.
Right, should
good with it.
we do it in order though first? So what else are you doing, Marie?
So the bodies are all enlisted personnel. None of them look officers.
Spend a raise. You do not find the captain's body in here.
Okay. So Marie is going to start. Marie is going to.
Just can you just spend the raise, please?
Oh, sorry. I thought no. I was asking.
Spend a raise, and you will definitely find that the husband isn't here.
No, I was asking. Not in. I thought that we'd only identified enlisted people in the. I gathered that the husband wasn't here. I was asking.
Oh, okay.
That, yeah. No, I wasn't. I wasn't going to look for the husband because you said it's only enlisted personnel. So I know that. So Marie would know. Okay, husband's not here. Marie is, however, going to start poking through through the dead sailors' pockets to see if maybe one of them wrote something like a note or even a scribble, and that way when she's looking.
Okay. So, being a captain yourself,
the crew are illiterate. Yeah, that's not a good idea. You know what? I'm just going to look for more evidence. Let me just. I'll spend a race to look for one final clue. And then I will knock my head out on a support beam.
Okay. No, you just know this has been sculled deliberately.
Okay, so what do I do? So can I grab the sleeve?
Well, I'd assume you've already done that.
Oh, okay.
Problem is, you can't generate any. You could try and just start swimming out if you want. Spend a raise to swim out to the surface to get out of the actual hold that you're in. Just there isn't. I mean,
yeah,
you cannot. You don't have enough raises to generate any opportunity for yourself.
I know. I was actually. Okay. I will spend a point to start swimming up with the intent of going to the captain's quarters, and then I will bang my head.
Okay.
And knock myself out.
Okay.
So that's my point. That's my final raise. I am now unconscious, floating in the water. Just a nasty gash all along the
muted.
forehead. No, I'm not.
Siobhán
Sorry.
is.
Oh,
Sorry, animals are making noise. So I will. What is it? I think I have to. Okay, it's just a lash, so I'll take a lash to.
What does the lash do?
A lash is. Where is it?
Do you have
I
to take a
think it's-
wound or something?
4 lashes is 1 wound, I think.
So how many dice did you give to Cameron? It was 3, wasn't
I
it?
gave 3, so now with this last one, I've taken 1 wound.
Okay.
Not a dramatic wound, just a regular wound. To do all of her magic. So she's pulling Alain towards them, holding on to Marie.
Okay.
And that's my action.
My problem with this is it doesn't really make any sense, but okay.
Why not?
Why? Because Alan's in a diving bell and my chair just broke. Yeah, Alan's in a diving bell, and you was down in a hold. But I'm wave it anyway. But yeah.
that's why I swam up.
Yeah,
That's why I swam up.
but Siobhán hadn't swum up. But don't worry, spend the race.
Siobhán didn't go all the way in.
All right.
Her whole goal was.
Well, no,
save
but you
the-
did because you went down there. You generated a advantage for. Don't worry, I'm not bothered. I was just trying to figure this out narratively how this works.
Okay,
So
I thought-
spend a raise, and yeah, you can lash Alain towards you.
Ah! And then as soon as I can make skin to skin contact with the two of them,
Yep.
I will take my dramatic wound to
Okay.
bleed, open up the walkway, and pull both of them in by spending my last 2 hero points.
Okay, so you take 2 dramatic wounds.
Yep.
I'm not looking.
Okay.
I'm passed out.
Okay, and yeah, I don't know how long it takes. I guess it's instantaneous, and you appear back on the deck.
I mean, we have to walk, but it's not that far, so in theory, the walkway shouldn't take that long.
All right, but they just as soon as you get on top, you notice the crew sort of pulling up the dive bell because there's a storm rolling in.
Yeah, fuck.
See, I do have a way of stopping you.
Just so you guys know, when we're walking through, there's like wailing and there's people talking to you, trying to convince you to open your eyes. And they're like, if you just look, we'll give you everything you've ever wanted in the world. And they promise you riches, and they promise you dead relatives. They promise you anything that they think might get you to uncover your eyes. And I mean, yeah, people get lost in here.
Really? Is it as easy as that? Because it'd be really easy for me to get Marie to open her eyes.
Marie's unconscious.
Yeah,
Oh, shit.
I'm unconscious.
I mean, once we're there, Siobhán could cover her eyes anyway.
Mm.
Because
Alright.
that's what I told her to do.
Well, like I said,
Yeah.
you come back on the poop deck at the mast where you put your mark.
Mhm.
All right. And like I said, as you step through, the crew are already starting to pull up the dive bell because there's a storm coming, and they're going to have to batter down the hatches.
Mm.
There is a chest inside the diving bell. Be careful when you pull it up.
Don't lose that, or you're going overboard to go get it.
Oh, mon Dieu.
Right.
Reaches
Now what?
down and pats your cheek. You all right there, sweetie?
Oh. Never again. Never again.
Never went.
Never have cognac before diving. And Marie wobbly stands up and sees the storm and immediately snaps into captain mode and starts ordering the living shit out of the crew.
Okay.
I am visibly fucked up, for the record.
Yep, someone's almost helpless.
Yeah.
But what we'll do is we're going to go a little bit earlier, but we're going to go for a break now, and that is going to be the end of that bit. So it's now a new session,
Woohoo!
technically. So that means everyone starts with
1 hero point.
yep, 1 hero point,
Okay.
and I get 3 danger point or whatever. And any dramatic, no, not dramatic wounds. Any, oh yeah, your wounds should be healed. Apart from your dramatic wounds. When did dramatic wounds happen?
I'm looking for that right now. I'm actually not positive.
All right, we're gonna go to a break while we're looking up rules. So we'll be back shortly, guys. Don't go anywhere. Thank you.
Who knows?